Have you ever felt this longing? This deep desire for something more than just existing? A life filled with purpose, with meaning, where you're truly awake to every precious moment? That, my friends, is the call of conscious living. It's not about reaching some distant peak of enlightenment, but about bringing awareness and intention to every aspect of our journey. Throughout history, the wisest souls among us, philosophers, spiritual teachers, and thinkers who dared to look within, have illuminated the path toward this awakened way of being. They've left us guideposts, reminding us of the power we each possess to live with greater purpose, compassion, and joy. In this series, we'll explore the profound wisdom of these great minds, uncovering the principles that can transform our lives from the inside out. Are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Let's begin with a truth that's both simple and profound. This moment, right here, right now, is all we truly have. Eckhart Tolle, the wise soul who gifted us the power of now, teaches us that the present moment is not just a concept, but the gateway to true consciousness. Think about it. How often do our minds drift to the past, replaying regrets, reliving old hurts? How often do we project ourselves into the future, consumed by worries and anxieties? We miss the beauty, the richness, the aliveness of this very breath. Tolle invites us to step out of that endless cycle of mental chatter and ground ourselves in the now. He reminds us that the past is gone, the future is uncertain, but this moment, this sacred space of being, is where life actually unfolds. So how do we access this power of now? Tolle suggests simple yet powerful practices like becoming deeply aware of our breath. That simple act of noticing the inhale, the exhale can anchor us to the present moment like nothing else. The unexamined life is not worth living. These words, spoken by the great philosopher Socrates centuries ago, still echo with profound truth. He challenged us to look inward, to engage in deep self-reflection as a cornerstone of conscious living. Socrates believed that true wisdom begins with understanding ourselves, our thoughts, our emotions, the motivations that drive our actions. He knew that without this inner awareness, we're adrift, tossed about by the whims of our unconscious desires and external forces. The Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca embraced this idea of self-examination and took it even further. They taught that conscious living requires not just awareness, but also self-discipline and acceptance. Imagine facing your fears and insecurities, not with judgment, but with curiosity and compassion. To cultivate this within ourselves, we can turn to practices like journaling. Each day, take a few moments to simply write down your thoughts and feelings without censorship. Meditation is another powerful tool for self-reflection. In the stillness, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. As we become more aware of our inner landscape, we can begin to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Now let's talk about compassion, that wellspring of kindness and empathy that connects us to every living being. The Dalai Lama, a beacon of wisdom and peace, reminds us that compassion is not a sign of weakness, but the very foundation of a conscious and meaningful life. Think about it. When we approach the world with an open heart, recognizing the suffering and joy of others as our own, we tap into a deep well of love and understanding. Thich Nhat Hanh, the beloved Zen master, echoed this truth, teaching us about the profound interconnectedness of all things. He used the beautiful image of interbeing to illustrate that we are all woven together in the tapestry of life. So how do we cultivate this heart of compassion? Start by bringing awareness to your everyday interactions. Consider the needs of others, even in small ways. Practice active listening, truly hearing the stories and experiences of those around you. Discover the power of loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta practice. This beautiful meditation involves sending out waves of compassion and goodwill, first to ourselves, then to loved ones, then to strangers, and eventually to all beings everywhere. Remember, compassion is not a finite resource. The more we give, the more we receive. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, finding inner stillness can feel impossible. Swami Vivekananda taught us that true consciousness resides in the depths of stillness. Imagine your mind as a lake. On the surface, waves of thoughts and emotions churn, preventing clarity. Quiet the surface, calm the mind, and clarity emerges. Meditation is the key to unlocking inner stillness. Create a space within to connect with your true nature and inner wisdom. Now let's talk about authenticity, about living a life that's true to ourselves. This is a message that resonated deeply with Carl Jung, a brilliant mind in the world of psychology. He believed that each of us has a unique path to follow, a calling to become the fullest expression of who we are meant to be. Jung called this process individuation, a journey of integrating all parts of ourselves, the light and the shadow, the strengths and the vulnerabilities, into a whole, authentic being. Abraham Maslow, another pioneer in psychology, shared this belief in the power of authenticity. He introduced us to the concept of self-actualization, the process of realizing our full potential, of living in alignment with our deepest values and aspirations. Think about it for a moment. Are you living in alignment with your true self? Are you honoring your values in your work, your relationships, in the way you move through the world? Start by paying attention to your intuition, that inner voice that whispers guidance and wisdom. Make conscious choices that align with your values, even if it means stepping outside of your comfort zone or challenging societal expectations. Remember, authenticity is not about perfection, but about embracing our imperfections, our quirks, the things that make us uniquely us. Even in the darkest of times, even when faced with unimaginable suffering, we have the power to choose how we respond. This profound truth lies at the heart of Viktor Frankl's teachings, a man who stared down the abyss of the Holocaust and emerged with an unwavering belief in the human spirit. In his powerful memoir, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl shared his experience in Nazi concentration camps, where he witnessed firsthand the depths of human cruelty, but also the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit. He observed that even in those horrific circumstances, some prisoners were able to find meaning and purpose, even a glimmer of hope. They chose to focus on what they could control, their thoughts, their attitudes, rather than becoming consumed by the horrors around them. Frankl's message is a powerful reminder that we always have a choice in how we respond to life's challenges. We can choose to succumb to despair, to become bitter and resentful, or we can choose to find meaning in our suffering, to embrace life with courage and resilience. So the next time you're facing a difficult situation, ask yourself, how can I respond to this in a way that aligns with my values? How can I choose courage over fear, love over anger, hope over despair? Let's talk about gratitude, a practice that transforms our lives. Brené Brown reminds us that gratitude isn't about ignoring life's challenges. It's in those messy, imperfect moments where gratitude finds its power. How often do we take the good things in our lives for granted? The simple joys of a warm shower, a delicious meal, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one. Gratitude is a practice, a conscious choice to shift our focus. Journaling is a powerful way to cultivate gratitude. Each day, write down what you're grateful for. It could be a sunny day, a good cup of coffee, or the kindness of a stranger. Express gratitude directly to others. Tell the people you love how much they mean to you. Gratitude is not about denying challenges, it's about focusing on the good even amidst the difficult. Find reasons to be grateful even when life throws curveballs. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. These words, spoken by the Sufi mystic Rumi centuries ago, still hold profound wisdom for us today. Rumi and Einstein understood that curiosity is essential to a fulfilling life. When we approach the world with a childlike sense of wonder, with a willingness to question and explore, we open ourselves up to a universe of possibilities. Einstein believed that curiosity is more important than knowledge. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Cultivate curiosity by learning something new every day. Engage in conversations, ask questions, and explore new hobbies. Step outside your comfort zone and ignite that sense of wonder within. In a world obsessed with more possessions, more distractions, more noise, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and disconnected. Tolstoy and Thoreau, literary giants who embraced simplicity, taught us that letting go brings true freedom. How much of our lives are spent chasing things we don't need, things that clutter our homes, minds, and hearts? Tolstoy explored simplicity and spiritual fulfillment in War and Peace. True happiness is found in purpose, connection, and authenticity. Thoreau in Walden retreated to the woods for solitude and self-reliance. We don't need to become hermits, but we can examine our lives. What can I let go of that no longer serves me? Simplify to create space for what truly matters. Create a sense of calm and order in your environment. Declutter your mental space as well. Limit social media and unsubscribe from uninspiring emails. Simplicity is about making conscious choices. Create space for what nourishes your soul and brings joy. As we come to the end of our exploration, I hope you're left with a sense of hope, a sense of possibility, and a renewed commitment to living with greater consciousness. Remember, this is not about achieving some distant state of perfection, but about embarking on a lifelong journey of growth, self-discovery, and awakening. Living with consciousness is about aligning our minds, our hearts, and our spirits with the present moment and the greater flow of life. It's about bringing awareness to our thoughts, our words, our actions, and recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. By incorporating the wisdom of these great minds, we can cultivate a deeper awareness of ourselves and the world around us. The journey awaits, my friends. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and embrace the beauty of this conscious life.